Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, we're coming in on this Friday morning. How's Pat Malone doing?
I'm terrific. How are you, Stephen?
I'm doing good. I thought it was kind of interesting that Harry Vaughn was talking about the water pressure in the showers. I just wish he'd take one a little more often than once a dang week. You know what I mean? Yeah.
There's no reprieve even on Friday.
I don't care how much aftershave you put on it. Don't cover the stench of the stink. Wow. Right? And his little bald head, it just gets shinier and shinier and shinier as the week goes on. I mean, it's like,
fake news strikes again.
Yeah. Oh, Lord of mercy. Hey, we had the helicopter crash up there, claimed 6 lives. Did y'all see that in New York City?
Yeah. It wiped out an entire family there, a Siemens executive, my understanding.
Yeah, the president and CEO of Spain, his wife, and the 3 children. That was very sad. And what I'm understanding, the dang propeller fell off.
Yeah, I heard that there was audio that the pilot forgot to put gas in it.
I've heard everything.
Fill it up. I heard it collapse, and I heard the propeller fell off.
The propeller. Yeah, that's sad. That is just sad. Yeah. And they were just going to take a tour of New York City, I think.
Yep. So, and they were on a sightseeing tour. So.
Oh, Lord of mercy. That is terrible. I reckon we have got Bo Hatchett calling in here in just a little while. Okay. You ready for that? I sent you a message.
We got questions.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good. I reckon they're over. Ain't they did all their voting and all that stuff? It's over now, right?
Yep. Yeah, last was it 2 Fridays ago?
Yeah.
April 4th. Last Friday.
Yeah,
was their last day.
Yeah. Kim Drawer said, I knew it. That's the problem. Harry is a cat person. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think it's kind of funny that the cat slept with Harry last night. Yeah. Yeah. I guess his wife had to sleep all by herself. Bless his heart. Bless her heart. So, yeah. And
you notice nobody's jumping in there with you on that one.
I don't care.
You're digging that baby alone, Steve.
I don't care. I ain't scared. Never have been. And we've got the Democrats, man. The Democrats are worried Trump may not have China's best interests at heart, man. They're upset. China's worried the Democrats are worried that Trump may not have China's best interests at heart. So we've got that going on. I guess they're going to protest China. I think they're going to protest this water restriction thing that they released on the it's all coming down now. Yeah. Right.
Armageddon is just around the corner, or is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's coming, man. It's coming.
Did you see the stories where everybody's talking about Trump in insider trading? Have you seen all that?
Yes. Yes.
No, I haven't.
Have you not seen it? Because he said the other day, now's a great time to buy and blah, blah, blah. You haven't seen all that? That's been in some news outlets.
But how can it be insider trading when he says it in public?
And it doesn't disclose any particular information.
No, he didn't say what to buy.
But I just think it's hilarious that senators and congressmen and women are attacking the president and saying that he's insider trading. I think that's rich, man.
That is so. It just demonstrates how skewed our perception of things are still. You know, that they think that's the right thing to do. They think that's a winning strategy.
That'll get them.
Yeah.
They're not looking in the mirror. You know,
that's one thing you and I do agree on, that they should not be able to trade individual stocks.
I agree with that. Hey, I know one thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene scooped up a bunch of stocks, and they're mad about that. Yep, she went out. Yeah, she grabbed her a bunch up. Yep. Yeah. And Packy did too. They didn't say anything about Packy, but they're mad about her. It says, so millions of smart Americans. That's what happened. They scooped up and bought instead of selling like a bunch of panic losers. So there you go. That's what we got.
I mean, it probably is a good time to buy. Who knows?
What was that new word that you had yesterday, Stephen? Panicking?
Yeah, panicking.
Panicking. Is the president in that group?
No, he's with us. He don't give a rip. He could lose. He got plenty of money. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got anything. So we're kind of in the same boat. We got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you ain't got nothing, you don't lose nothing. What do you care?
What's the future?
It's a panicking.
What's the future's looking like now, pal? I haven't even look.
Tesla's up. Tesla stock's up. Yeah.
Futures were up a couple $100, not significant compared to the $1,000 $1,000 that they lost yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So,
Why don't we get to break? He's supposed to be calling in about 8:15. Let's jump to a quick break. We get Bo Hatchett in here, see what's going on. Senator Bo Hatchett, and we'll get him in after this. Is that all right, Pat? You cool with that?
I'm cool with that, Stephen.
All
You
right.
may push the button and take us out of here.
All righty, folks. We're back with you. We got Senator Bo Hatchett on with us this morning. How are you, Bo?
Hey, good morning. I'm great. How are y'all?
Yeah, I'm doing good. You got Stephen Phillips here. You got the Patagon, the Patagon, Pat Malone's with us, and Packy. So, yeah. Oh, Lord of mercy. How you been?
Good. We finished up Friday. That was our last day of session. And then been able to take a couple days off with the family. We went down to the beach, and now we're back home. I'm getting some things done around the house that I haven't been able to do in the last few months, and then it's back to the real world on Monday.
Yeah, back to work, man. I seen where your wife actually posted a video of you, man. You were going at him over this salary increase. What's the scoop with that? How'd that end up?
Yeah, so I was carrying a bill that dealt with Supreme Court judges and their compensation. It's been something that we've been working on for 3 years, and there was somebody decided to throw on an amendment to that bill that would basically double our pay raise as legislators, which sounds good, but the way they did it is kind of sneaky. It didn't go through a committee process. I think everybody was hoping that we would just quietly vote it out and nobody would notice, but I don't know. It just felt wrong for me to support a pay raise for all of us, especially that way without being transparent. So I had to say my piece, and I got a little hot. I don't usually get hot like that, but I did that day, and was able to convince enough people to vote it down. So we didn't get a pay raise. If we want one, let somebody carry it and go through the committee process. But doing it on an amendment on a bill on day 39, that ain't the way to do it.
Yeah, I think that's a problem with a lot of our bills that get sent through. They tack this stuff on at the end, and it passes through, and then we end up paying at the end, and then figure out we don't need it.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah. So,
Bo, you must have been torn in a number of different directions on Senate Bill 68. Talk about how you came to grips with that one.
Yeah, it was for those that are listening. That was a tort reform bill. It was the governor's top priority this year. There's something that has got to be done in the state about insurance. Premiums are just too high, and one of the factors that the insurance company says was the litigation that we see. And so, we took a stab at trying to craft a fair and balanced tort reform package that could help potentially lower insurance premiums without doing away with someone's right to a jury. And it was a grueling 4 or 5 week process getting that bill out of the Senate. And I think ultimately the bill that passed, that the governor will sign probably next week, is just a result of a lot of people coming to the table and figuring out a good solution. And I tell you what I'm doing now is, John Burns, the speaker, has a study committee that's going to be investigating insurance companies to see if they are being truthful in their profits, because there's speculation that in Florida they were setting up shell companies and moving profits around to make it look like they were losing money so that they could justify raising rates on the people of Florida. Well, the speaker's doing that, and I dropped the bill towards the end of session that'll get picked up next year that says if you are an insurance company and you defraud the insurance commissioner by hiding your profits in order to get higher rates to charge Georgians more, that the insurance commissioner will claw back the additional profit that you made, put it in a fund, and send it back to anybody in Georgia who paid an increased premium because of their lies.
Well, that ought to put a deterrent out there anyway, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's just what we got to do, because we, with staggering inflation and the economy where it is now, I'm hoping Donald Trump will get it turned around, but we've been hurting for a while, and the last thing that we need is artificially inflated insurance prices.
Well, that's the way they're making money, man. I mean, it's hand over fist, looks like. So, we got all this Doge stuff going on with the federal government. I mean, is Georgia looking at cutting maybe some stuff that we don't need? Is anybody looking into any of this stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I think Georgia's set up a little bit differently than the federal government. We have a balanced budget. We don't overspend. We're paying off debt. With our House Bill 68, which was the big budget this year, we're going to give every family up to $500 back for a tax rebate. We lowered the income tax. We're returning money. We had enough money to give victims of Hurricane Helene over $100 million. And so the federal government's just gone wild. But in Georgia, we've been pretty efficient for a while with our money. And I think that's why we're able to, while everyone else is raising taxes, we're lowering taxes and giving money back.
Yeah, Bo, I was surprised to see that the new budget, the 26 budget, is actually lower than the 25 budget.
Yes.
By like $3 billion.
Yep.
Is that the capital projects that were done in the 25 budget, or the money was there for?
Well, it's actually in response to the revenue projections. So we projected more revenue last year, and it was because of inflation.
Okay.
And we're assuming that inflation is going to level out and go down. I mean, we're budgeting conservatively. So if inflation will come down, then obviously we're going to be bringing in less because the dollar's coming down and or inflation's going down. And so that's where that discrepancy is.
So is that the guidance you got from the state economist?
Yes.
Yeah. Huh.
Well, not me directly, but that was the governor's revenue projections. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about the education? We're looking at getting the education system turned back to the states. Is that something you're looking forward to?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, before the U.S. Department of Education was established in the late 70s, I think 70s or 80s, by Jimmy Carter, the United States was ranked number one in the world for high school education and college education. Now we're barely in the top 20. And what I'd like to see is it come back to the states. The closer you can be to the kids and knowing what kids need, the better. I think kids in Georgia have a different need than kids in Florida. Kids in Florida have a different need than kids in Minnesota. And so, allowing the states to control the destiny of their education, I think is vital. And so I actually carried a bill that would allow a smooth transition if and when the U.S. Department of Education is disbanded, because right now there were 25 references to the U.S. Department of Education in our Georgia code. And it dealt with like how schools are accredited, how licenses are given out. So if you're a dentist, a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, under state law, you have to graduate from a recognized institution by the U.S. Department of Education. Well, if it's gone, technically under Georgia law, we wouldn't recognize you as an accredited or licensed professional. And so I had a bill that cleaned that up, and it passed both chambers and will be going to the governor's office for signature. It just makes it to where we can have a smooth transition if the department is disbanded and goes away.
Something that been kicking around for a while, a religious liberty bill. My question about that, Bo, is is there an example of where a restriction was placed on a religious group? I'm wondering, why do we need this if we have not had this problem of religious liberty?
Well, it's really 40 other states have it, and the federal government recognizes it. Our state law did not go as far as the federal law did. And so there was a gap between what we, under law, protected in Georgia versus what the federal government did. So a person in Hiawassee, Georgia, doesn't have the same protections as a federal prisoner in a federal prison in Georgia, because a federal prisoner is completely regulated by federal law, not state law. And so what this Religious Freedom Bill did was it literally mirrored the federal law so that there's no discrepancy and no distinction between what's protected on the federal level and what's protected on the state level.
Okay, that makes sense.
I can't believe you just said that, Pat. You're actually agreeing with him?
Come on, Stephen. we keep the arguments in house. Don't let the public see that.
Oh yeah, okay. He'd argue with a fence post, man. He'd argue with a fence post. Oh, Lord of mercy. Oh, well, man. Hey, I talked to Congressman Andrew Clyde about this. I don't know if you've seen anything brought up to you yet about the draining the lake up here in Hiawassee. They're talking about doing some maintenance here on the spillway, which is a huge, huge deal for this area when it comes to the economic impact, with the lake being drawn down basically 20 feet for 8 years. I mean, have you heard anything about this, and what's your take on it?
I have, and that lake is so vital to the economy in Hiawassee and Towns County that I have been on the phone with the TVA for the past 3 or 4 days, and they're going to do a public notice on April 22nd, basically releasing information and intent of what they are going to do. They're doing a study to make sure that the dam, if another Helene were to occur, that the dam would be able to hold and wouldn't give way. And so essentially there's an option that they could just repair and I guess make the dam stronger. And then there's other options about, completely redoing it, doing a new one. My vote is for them to just repair it. But the most important thing, that if you're listening and you care about this issue, after that notice comes out on April 22nd, there's going to be a period from April 22nd to May 28th for public comment. And the TVA is going to hold 4 hearings between April 22nd and May 28th in Towns County, in Hiawassee. And if you've got a say-so, or if you have an opinion about it, you gotta be there. You gotta show up, let your voice be heard, let them hear what the lake means to the area, and have them take that into consideration. That's going to be very important throughout this process.
Well, I think the lake out in California that actually the spillway failed is the one that got all this started. But that dam is twice the size of ours, or 3 times the size of ours. They fixed that thing in 2 off season, and I can understand draining the lake in the off season and then bringing it back up and then going back down and do it in sections. But just draining it for 8 years, that's just mind boggling. It's going to take 8 years, 5 to 8 years to repair this. Did they say anything about why they thought it was going to take so long when you talked to them?
No, I didn't get to speak to the engineer directly. I think they were basing it off of a dam that they had to do somewhere in Kentucky.
Right.
But, if the dam itself only took 1.5 years to build back in the 40s?
8 months. 8 months.
8 months. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. I just, with all the technology that we have now and the machines, I don't see why we couldn't speed that up a little bit. They ought to just do what they did with the DOT when the bridge at 85 collapsed, and just give them a time bonus. And that was the first time the DOT actually ended ahead of schedule.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking even better than that. Hey, Bo, this is Packy. I mean, just bring this up to him if you don't care. The Flex Seal, Flex Tape. You've seen the commercials for that, as seen on TV. You just slap a little bit of that on there, man. We are good to go.
I've seen an infomercial with some type of paper that's like tape that you can put in on there too. That might work.
Yeah. That's called duct tape, man. That stuff fixes anything.
You can duct tape it. You can put it on the bottom of the boat. The water won't get
out. Man, you've seen they put the boat back together. That's amazing. Use that stuff.
Oh Lord. Anything else going on out there we need to know about?
I think with the session over, we got a lot of work done. I think our biggest accomplishment was the budget. Personally, I had a couple bills that I was pretty proud of getting across. There was one bill that me and Stan Gunter, the House rep for Towns County, worked together on, and it was called the Survivor Justice Act. And basically, if you're a victim of domestic violence, or you're a victim of sex trafficking, and you act in self-defense to get away from your abuser, our state law didn't allow that to come into evidence into court. So there are women sitting in our prisons who were fighting for their lives to get out of a relationship and ended up being prosecuted for it. So we've straightened that out and just allows victims to have a voice. And that was House Bill 582, I believe, the Survivor Justice Act. I think that's a big one. There were several others that we passed. I'd love to come back on maybe next week and talk more. But all in all, very successful conservative session. We ended strong, and we'll just look forward to getting out. And if anybody needs me, you know how to find me. Call my cell phone, 706-499-6941.
That works. Pat, you got anything else?
I'm good, Bo. Thanks for all your work down there, and enjoy your little break here before you go back to the real world.
Thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all for having me on this morning.
Oh, man, we love you. We appreciate you.
Same here, guys. See ya.
All righty. That was Senator Bo Hatchett there, filling us in on all the good stuff going on in Georgia. So we're going to get to a quick break.
Hey, that message about the lake obviously applies to the people in Clay County. They're going to have a similar number of meetings in Clay County. You got to make your feelings known about it.
Yeah, I think Clay County needs to come to ours, and we need to go to theirs. We need to get this, up and going. So
yep.
I'm with you on that.
The more it turn out, the better it looks for whatever the people's position is. And obviously that's a little different than what the TVA is proposing, huh?
Yeah. What we can do is everybody around the lake can turn on their garden hoses, and they can't drain it quicker, and we can fill it back up. What about that? That'd work, wouldn't it?
You sound like the federal government now.
Yeah.
They take water from one end and put it in the
fill
other.
That thing up. Everybody be down there with the garden. Be like Hillary Clinton when they was draining that Lake Mead out there. She's out there trying to fill that thing up. Nobody can find the bodies.
Two guys digging the hole and one guy filling it back up at the same time.
Oh, well, talking about holes, we want to thank Bannister Cooper Funeral Home for bringing you the show, and we'll be right back. All righty, we're back with you. Pat, you still with us?
I'm still with you, Stephen.
Hey, I've got some breaking news here. Hallmark researchers. This ought to be right up your alley, being you're a Hallmark greeting card writer, dude, from back in the day. The researchers say they are close to developing a second movie plot. So this ought to be good. Yeah, after all these years, they're
yeah. It wasn't Hallmark. It was American Greetings.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
I was not a verse writer. I was a salesperson.
Oh. Well, so what did you do on like salespeople? Did you go like to people that's in a fight or something, and you knock on the door and say, "I know you and your wife fighting, and I've got this greeting card."
I used to stand on a street corner with a long coat on and open it up because all my sample cards are on the inside. You know?
Yeah, there you go.
People come and look in my coat and pick out an appropriate card.
Yeah, that's like that one lady that worked here. She said she wasn't a sales lady. She was a marketing engineer. Boy, that went down quick. You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, marketing. I call her a sales lady. Oh, and you got
by the way.
What?
That was probably the worst commercial segue you did going out of the last section.
I'm sorry.
Speaking of holes, we're brought to you by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. What the heck is wrong with you, man? You're sick.
I'm just trying to help.
Stop digging the hole.
See if you can do any better when we think Georgia Mountain Grading.
Oh, Lord. Tim Waltz was booed out of a veterans deal in Minnesota. Did y'all see that? Man, they booed him right out of there. Poor old Tim. Bless his heart.
Oh, well, such is life. You shouldn't be going into the lion's den, right?
Oh, I went back to this one. So Pat used to be a flasher. You was a flasher back in the day?
Yeah, a card flasher. That's a good one. Who said that?
Yeah. Nick, you'll have to do that. Ain't Nick the Europe dude?
Yeah, he's our European listener.
Yeah. Can you do that? So
did Pat used to be a flasher?
A flasher. I love it. Yeah. Smile. You know, some of this stuff going on in Georgia and probably all over, and I guess everybody deals with the big things and not the little things. You know, like CDL driver's license. Okay. I mean, That doesn't seem like a big deal, does it? I mean, CDL, that's commercial driver's license for an 18-wheeler truck. Do you know how big a deal it is nowadays to get your CDL driver's license?
Oh, yeah.
Why? Why do you have to go to a school, pay like $5,000?
You just explained why.
Well, that makes no sense. I mean, and you have to. I mean, looks like these folks out here like to drive a transfer truck. If they can go and pass a test from the Georgia license commission or whatever it's called, where you get your driver's license, you ought to be able to get your CDL license. That's what it was when I got mine. I've had mine forever.
They don't even let you drink and you drive it anymore.
But I mean, it's just. I mean, it's like it's crazy.
Well, that's because, like Pat said there, you just answered the question. If they can get money out of you, that's why they do it, right?
Yeah, it's another step you have to go through. It's another tax you have to pay.
But why would they do that? Why would the people not look at it?
Steven,
what?
If you could charge your customers $5 more for what you do for them, the service that you provide, would you do it?
Okay. I understand what you're saying. I'm with you.
You're not giving them any more service. You're not changing the way they drive a truck, but you're creating more revenue for the state.
Well, I guess the only difference is Steven's a private company, and that's the government doing it.
Yeah. I'm just saying. He keeps saying, "Why would they do that?" Well, they do it to bring in more revenue.
Oh, but I know. I just hate.
And then they say, "Oh, we're giving you a tax credit for $500."
I just hate anytime.
Come on, man.
It's that mindset of like, well, I mean, the government. I'm like, they're going to take money from me if they can. It's like that. They shouldn't. Yeah, the government's here to help. Ha ha ha. But they shouldn't be there just to take what they can from you. I mean, it's your money.
This is what we got started when we did the war on poverty. This is a result of 1964.
I don't know. You got these 18-wheelers now that's automatics. I mean, it ain't even stick shifts no more. They're automatics. Anybody can drive an 18-wheeler, and you got to pay like $5,000 to go to a 3-month school to get your CDL driver's license. I mean, it's not rocket scientist. You know what I'm saying? It's not. And it's a money racket, and something should be done about this.
Packy and I were trying to solve a world problem here, and you're going to automatic stick shifts.
I mean, think about it, man. People can't even drive stick shift no more. Can you drive a stick shift?
Yeah, I can. Okay. Because that's how I learned.
Right. It's hard to find something that's got a stick shift.
It's becoming extinct. I mean, that's almost like the best anti-theft device you can have now is a stick shift.
Yeah.
Hey, we still got the tariffs going on. China has raised the tariffs on U.S. goods to 125%. So here we go.
I'll see you 145 and raise 125.
Yeah.
The poker game is on.
I think China's going to fold. What do you think?
I don't know. I think it's neither one's interest, but they can better withstand it than we can at this point.
I was reading a big thing about how China is in a land crisis right now, and that's totally false. That's like that we are adding a problem onto them that they cannot withstand. And what is their currency? Not the yen. What is it?
Yuan?
They said it is tumbling right now from what's going on. They said that is absolutely not true. They cannot withstand this.
I don't think they can either. Yep. Yeah, I don't think they can either. That's just my opinion. Rebel Boy disagrees with me. Not everyone can drive an 18-wheeler. You have steering wheel holders, then you have drivers. I'm with you. I understand that. But, with automatics and all that, it sure is making it a whole lot more easier.
But now you have steering wheel touchers. All you got to do is have your hand on it.
And you have to change gears. You know what I'm saying? So that's where your steering wheel holders come in. Yeah.
And Nick is not a Brit, he says. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. He's not a European. He's a Brit.
What's that difference? What is it?
Thank God for the English Channel, right?
Oh, Lord of mercy, folks. We've got all this border crossing slowing down, but now I reckon the U.S. officials have made a shocking discovery in the Texas-Mexico border where they actually had 3 monkeys crossing over. So we've got monkeys coming to America now, man. This is getting serious. Man, monkeys are coming. Yeah.
What was that movie called? Planet of the Apes, right?
Yeah.
The monkeys are this is going to be the country of the apes.
I thought that was a stupid movie, just to be honest with you. Did you?
Was it entertaining?
No, it was boring. You sat there waiting for the end for something.
Nicolas Cage had been in it, it would have been.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what it was.
The U.S. inflation rate was a little bit better than what everybody thought it was going to be. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you think I'm wrong?
I mean, it was last month. It was 2.8, and now it's 2.4.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading.
Yeah, but that was a lot higher than what they anticipated it was supposed to be.
When did they anticipate that?
After March, after the 2.8 in February. I'm sorry, not March.
February. Oh, well, I can't tell no difference. I know my egg prices are down, my gas prices are down. And
I just saw that the average price for a dozen eggs across the United States was $6.23.
it was $14, so.
Oh, okay. I guess that has to come down. I've never paid. Have you bought eggs? You don't buy eggs, do you?
I got chickens.
Yeah, you got chickens.
Yeah, I got chickens.
Do you guys really have chickens?
My daughter does, and I get her chickens. Well, we actually got ducks. She's got ducks and chickens. I like duck eggs better than do chicken eggs. Y'all eat duck eggs? Huh?
I never have experienced that.
Duck eggs?
Yeah.
Really? They're good. Yeah. You grow your own eggs. Rebel Boy, he grows his own eggs, man. You just go out there and you plant an egg tree.
I will not eat duck eggs and Spam, Stephen. I will not eat duck eggs and Spam. I will not try that.
Yes. Yeah. That.
I'd like to try an ostrich egg, man. That'd be good. You like one ostrich egg, you feed the whole family. Reckon they're any good? I'd say they are. I don't know.
They must be.
Oh, well, we got to get to break. And we got Georgia Mountain and Grading is bringing you the next part.
Don't do it.
It's
the perfect.
I know where this is going. This is not going to be good.
Oh, everybody's talking about my new hat. This ain't a new hat. I couldn't find my old hat. I come in last night. I was working outside and I set my hat down. I can't find it. It's my Sunday go to meeting hat here. See, ain't that nice? You like my hat, Pat?
It looked like it was your Easter bonnet because the band around it looked kind of
it's
pretty bad.
Flashy for you.
If it doesn't have a stain, everybody's like, "Wow,
what's wrong?
Wow, you look great."
That hat's never been worn.
Oh, that's nice, ain't it? This thing is probably made in the 50s, to be honest with you. Yeah, I love old hats. Yeah, anyway, let's get to a break. All righty, we're back with you. What are we giving away, Packy?
Georgia Mountain Grading is bringing you the community calendar today. They do house sites, they do driveways, they bring you dirt. Any dirt you need moved, Georgia Mountain Grading will do that for you. And we're giving away a 10-minute drive on his biggest excavator.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, you get to just wreck whatever you want. With
oh, man, that'd be awesome.
Is that cool, Mike Whittemore? Are you listening?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Now we're going to give away some Logan Turnpike Mill today. This is a $15 shopping spree to Logan Turnpike Mill. Great little store next to the Hole in the Wall in Blairsville. They have local jams, jellies, honeys, and also their signature grains. They have cornmeal, cornbread mixes, 3-grain pancake mixes, and more. Very cool store in the next to the Hole in the Wall in Blairsville.
What's the question, Pat?
The question is, first off, Nick can't play in this game.
Nick, you can't play.
The question is, what is the only country that borders the United Kingdom?
What's the only country that borders the United Kingdom? Call us 706-379-9770. Let me ask something, Pat. Now, this is honestly, you have got videos of Nancy Pelosi and all these Democrats that supporting terrorists back in the day. And Nancy Pelosi gave a heck of a speech about it. Did she not?
Yeah.
So why are they not getting on board with Trump? Why all of a sudden the turn and they're against it and they're not supporting him just because he's Trump is what I'm saying. Just because Trump's doing it.
You're absolutely right. I mean, you answered your own question. It has nothing to do with tariffs. It's anything that Donald Trump wants to do, they're going to be opposed to.
But they were all for it. I mean, how can you be that? I mean, you can see it.
Come on, Stephen. We see it every day in politicians. They say one thing and do something else.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Come on. That's one of the things you have to do. You know, I've said to people, you ought to run, and they've said back to me, I'm too honest for that, and they're exactly right.
Well, here's the thing, man. I mean, you know, if somebody comes up with a good idea, I don't care which side they're on. If it's a good idea, why not go with it? I mean, I don't understand that. It's just, and then if you don't get the credit, I mean, I want the credit.
Hang on for a minute, Stephen.
Trump stole this from the Democrats. He stole this from the Democrats. That's what
you're being what you just what you just railed against.
What?
You just said, I don't care which side they're on, but yet the first question you ask a person is, are you a Republican or a Democrat?
Well, yeah, I want to know that.
Yeah, well, there's my point. You can't.
But if that guy comes up and he's a Democrat and he comes up with a good idea, I would still go with it. I'd be like, you know what?
I
Even though
get,
you're
I
a
get that
Democrat,
part, but you would qualify to be a politician because you just said one thing that opposes the other thing.
Which
and you
one?
didn't have a problem of it.
I ain't got a problem if somebody comes up with a good idea. You know what I'm saying? That's like if you want a working crew that is the best crew out there.
You're missing my point.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you want somebody to get the job done, you need a lazy man, a level-headed man, and a hard-working man. Because, okay, you come up with an idea, and the level-headed guy, he'll figure out if it's going to work or not, okay?
Yeah.
The lazy man will figure out the easy way to do it, and the hard-working guy, he'll get it done. That's kind of the way my theory is in life. Yep.
Okay.
So that's where it goes. Who we got, Packy?
We've got Dan Patterson.
Hey, Dan, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much.
Well, that ain't good. It's Friday. You going to work or you laying around the shack or what?
I'm on vacation.
Oh, really? What kind of work do you do?
I was with manufacturing down in Savannah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Savannah.
Been having to travel.
Yeah.
The mega ports down there and stuff. Their starting wages are like at maximum top wages here.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yep. So do you live in Savannah or you live here?
No, I'm from here, but I've got kinfolk where I don't really have to pay rent. I can just stay around there and help them do stuff like that to offset that bill. Rent's ridiculous out there. I couldn't afford to pull the trick off.
So what do you do for this company?
But it's kind of like a non-ballistic panel built, interior walls.
Oh, okay.
Okay, modular stuff.
I'm with you. Yep, I'm with you. Yep. I'd like to come down to Savannah. Y'all got an extra room in your cousin's house by chance?
Oh, well, bring you 10. He's got 2-acre yard.
Oh, that works. Yeah, you're so nice. I appreciate that. Oh, well.
I mean, best I can do, dude.
Well, at least you offered something, you know. I'm with you. So,
but be the Republic of Ireland, I believe.
That is correct. Congratulations.
Have you been to Logan Turnpike Mill yet?
No, I hadn't.
Oh, man, it's going to be life-changing. Are you from Blairsville?
Oh, yeah, I was like 7th generation. My family's on the 1843 pole.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yep, there ain't many of us left around here. I can tell you that. They're rooting us out. Yep, they're rooting us out. All right, man. Well, you lay around the shack and go up there and get you some good Logan Turnpike Mill.
Yeah, I'll be liking me some grits. I'll take them back and put them with some of that Savannah shrimp.
Oh, man.
Ooh, that
you're
sounds
talking.
good.
Oh, yeah, son. I'm starving to death already.
Just have a good and keep them straight up here.
All right, we appreciate you, brother. All right, we've done it. We about got the day shot out for Friday. You got
no more damage can be done. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'll keep on working right on through the weekend. We definitely need to keep up with this lake level thing. So y'all keep your eyes peeled on that. If we hear anything, we need to know what date it's going to be. And Clay County come on over to Towns County, and Towns County go to Clay County, and all the rest of that. Anything else going on around here we need to know about?
Yeah, we've got the Habitat for Humanity thrift store. That is the Restore in Blairsville. They are having a 50% off everything at the Restore today. So 50% off everything in the store from 9 to 4.
There you go. Ain't today I seen something.
And that stuff at the Restore doesn't have any tariffs on it.
That's good stuff, man. That's a really good store. And the reason why I do this is because they give me a deal when I go in there.
Hey,
I figured there was some
always
ulterior motive.
Me, man. Yeah.
Trending on Facebook, on X, National Pet Day. Is it National Pet Day or something?
It is National Pet Day. April 11th is National Pet Day.
Really?
Yeah.
You got a pet?
Do I have a pet? Yeah, I have a cat and a dog.
Oh, you got a cat.
You're covering both bases.
Yeah, I'm gonna be good either way.
Ladies, huh?
Yeah, you do.
I got a dog that loves me and a cat that commands me.
Yeah, if you pass away, that cat will eat you. Right?
How'd your date go the other day, Pat? You were asking me for advice. I didn't want to give you any of my tricks.
I took some of your advice. I didn't do certain things that you said not to do, and worked out really well. We're going to have a second one.
Really? She a Democrat or Republican?
We haven't gotten to that part yet.
You should have asked.
We don't want to blow up the car on the first date. You know?
Oh yeah, that'd be the first thing I'd have said. You
Yeah.
damn.
Well, we know that. That's why you can't get a date. That's why
Did she wanna
nobody
go
comes on
Dutch?
your show.
Does she want to go Dutch?
Yeah.
Do they have they them pronouns?
Yes.
Is that
We did cover the pronouns that were good on. We got regular pronouns.
Stephen? Thank Mike Whittemore with Georgia Mountain Grading.
Hey, we appreciate you, man. No doubt about it. Y'all need any kind of grading done whatsoever, give them a call. And we appreciate Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. And we're out for the weekend. We'll talk to y'all bright and early Monday morning. Pat, you be good.
See you, man.
All right.